The full moon lunar eclipse happens at 23 degrees in Virgo with the south node, which is at 27 degrees on March 13th, 14th, depending on where you are in the world. It's all about a karmic release, a culmination, a partial revealing, as the eclipse obscures part of what's revealed. Issues around our health, routines, work, small business, people you hire, rental income, pets, organization, decluttering, communication, and to-do lists, just to name a few. A destiny can be fulfilled in your Virgo part of the sky, maybe an achievement of some kind within your community as well. And this eclipse does have a positive aspect. It has Uranus and Taurus trining this eclipse and Mars and Cancer making a sextile to it. And although Saturn is opposing the lunar eclipse from Pisces, we do have Mars and Cancer trining Saturn and the Sun here. This could look like some ease of change and easy letting go of a karmic story to allow for a new beginning in the Virgo part of your chart, but one that you are the initiator of with Mars here. It can be an emotional new beginning as well, as emotions are always involved because it is a lunar eclipse. The moon rules Cancer and we have Mars in Cancer, but in good flow to this full moon, there can be a deep feeling or sense of growth and change as well, as we also have Pluto sextiling the North Node in Pisces and trining the South Node at this eclipse. You can feel eerily in sync with life's destiny in the Pisces part of your sky at this time. So what does this look for Leo? Leo, this is happening in your second house of property, land, family, values, self-worth. The second house covers our face, throat, mouth, what you eat, investments, assets, banking, self-initiated earnings, as opposed to shared money in the 8th house, where the North Node and Pisces is sitting along with Neptune and Saturn. You could be letting go or seeing a culmination around the things that you value, assets you're letting go of. You can sell a family business. You can sell land. You could be releasing something here around insecurity to make money, around travel or higher education. Maybe like you're ending one source of income to, let's say, start travel blogging. Or if you're an actor or artist, maybe your work is taking off somewhere other than your native country, because your 9th house is also highlighted, and it's a higher-minded house of travel, luck, foreign lands, education, religion, and legal settlements, just to name a few. You could be having a wobble or a bit of insecurity with the lunar eclipse in the 2nd house, as new changes are ahead of you with the focus on this 8th house. Pisces, the 8th house Pisces, having the North Node of Destiny here, along with Saturn and Neptune, and then the ruler of this eclipse is Mercury. Mercury rules the mind, our thoughts, travel, and communication, and is sitting up in that 9th house. But it rules your 2nd Virgo house and your Gemini 11th house. There seems to be some kind of positive transformation within a relationship or a partnership, because we also have Pluto freshly into your 7th house of committed relationships, making a sextile to Neptune and the North Node in that 8th house. There could be a smooth shift in old patterns that were maybe stuck, or a new approach in an old relationship. It could also be a hidden relationship, or one that has to start out that way with powerful Pluto in that 7th house making aspects over to the 8th. There could also be a partnership in business regarding investments, or maybe you're a mystery writer and finding an agent or writing a detective novel. And this could be the letting go of one source of money with the lunar eclipse in the 2nd to pursue a new avenue of generating income, as we have Mercury, who rules the eclipse, up in that 9th Aries house, which is a publishing house, with Venus, the sign of love and money, in a conjunction. The 9th house can represent publishing and contracts, but also education. Maybe you will have a new contract show up in the 9th for like a teaching career, or maybe a religious or a spiritual teacher or education course that you will take that will change the way that you earn money. You can meet new love too at this time, especially if you're traveling or at like sporting events, as this is Aries in the 9th house. Let's see, you can meet somebody through like military travel if you're part of the military. There may be, and I say that because it's like Aries, and Aries is in a foreign house. Aries is the warrior. They may be foreign or even living in your country, but not from your country. If you're not traveling, you can meet this person through an academic setting or a wedding. Maybe you're invited to a wedding that has people from other lands or foreign shores, and you can meet a new love there. Uranus is in your 10th house, trining this lunar eclipse in the second and sextiling the Sun, Saturn, and North Node in your 8th house of shared resources, also making a wide sextile to Mars and Cancer in your 12th house. All this could really look like a new career that comes in suddenly, or you have an epiphany around the work that you really want to do, or the type of legacy you wish to leave behind. Maybe these shifts are also positively affecting something that was stuck in that 8th house around intimacy matters, healing. Some secrets can come to light, but there's positivity here somehow. Maybe it was a stuck situation with Saturn sitting in this 8th house around shared resources, assets, and incomes. And there's some liberation around these matters, and more money may be coming in. Maybe an investment comes through and you can release debt with Mars and Cancer in the 12th house, making a trine to Saturn and sextiling Uranus in your career house. New ways to save or bring more money in from your taxes might be another example. The March 29th partial solar eclipse at 9 degrees is just beautiful with no harsh aspects and is happening over in your 9th house. This is wrapping up the Libra Aries eclipse cycle that began with the nodes in July 2023. Aries placements trine your sun, moon, or ascendant, and you'll feel this most if you're a Leo sun, moon, or rising from 5 to 13 degrees, 4 to 14 degrees the most. This solar eclipse is very prominent for you as the sun rules you, and when it's involving a solar eclipse in your ruler, we take note since this is flowing to you in such a positive way. The 9th house is the luck house, and something may unfold now and over the next 6 months around travel, luck, languages, legal settlements happening in your favor, higher education that you can use to earn more money and new titles. Our belief systems and religion and gurus fall here. International travel can happen as well, especially if you have had a travel wound and around trying to travel with Chiron sitting in that 9th house for so long, or an outdated belief system that you used to have that no longer serves you can be changing now and over the next 6 months. Venus will move back into this house as well around April 30th through June 6th. So you can not only be traveling around that time as Mercury and Venus will be direct, but you could have lucrative career contracts show up, or your thoughts could be, so much brighter and happier, or you could have some experience while traveling that changes your mindset. You can absolutely find love with someone while traveling too, because Venus will bounce between this 8th house of like deep transformative intimacy and your 9th house of expansion and happiness, and it can start off hidden for some reason, or it can be unknown to others. If you're partnered, you could be traveling with a partner and having experiencing some very deep healing, intimate moments here, especially with Venus, over in that 8th house, and then moving through the 9th. In early May, Mars will be full steam ahead, back in your sign, whereas energy will be in a good place and will trine Venus and Aries in that 9th house. So again, I really do see like the potential for love happening here. You will have quite a bit of magnetism, energy, and attraction. Once Mars goes back into your sign, you will definitely be looking more appealing and possibly be drawing people like moth to a flame with, Mars in that first house there. And then making a trine to Venus in early May. This just plain and simple is a love aspect. You'll definitely be feeling more happy and social, I think, with this aspect, more popular. I mean, I think, Leo, you're always popular, right? With this eclipse, you could also be creating something here, a writing project or a communication project or broadcasting, or something in which you are visible, but you're reaching international audiences, like on YouTube, for example. You can start to learn a new language at the time of this eclipse because we have Jupiter in your 11th house of friendship, luck, internet, humanitarian groups, networking, big social events, science, technology, and windfalls. Making a sextile to this eclipse in your sun, moon, or ascendant. You could be finding yourself in a new spiritual group, working with education or teaching to a broader audience, and attracting luck as well with the 11th and 9th houses lit up, and both are lucky houses. Some wish can be fulfilled here with Jupiter in the house of hopes, dreams, wishes, and windfalls. Could win a lotto. Maybe over the next 6 months, you can be set free to travel, and maybe it's with a group of friends or people, or it's for like spirituality or a spiritual trip or astrology or religious purpose. There can also be a windfall or lottery win. I think I just mentioned that. Jupiter rules your 5th and 8th house. And happiness and luck and love or money or possibly both is coming through bigger networks or while networking or through friends or maybe a fundraiser or disadvantage for disadvantaged groups or something along those lines. If this is a love that comes through around this time or over the next 6 months, or it could just happen at any time with Pluto sitting over there in your 7th house of close committed partnerships in business or love. This could be a deep, intense, transformative love because we have, Pluto sitting there and then making a sextile to Venus in your 8th house. So there's that, Leo. All right. It's a fantastic way to end the month and kick off spring. And if you live in the northeast of the United States, we've been through it, right, with the weather. So take care, and we will see you in April.